Europe is in the midst of a profound transformation, one that is unfolding in real time across its cities, towns, and countryside. At the very heart of this change is immigration, a force that is both shaping and challenging the continent's identity. For centuries, Europeans were the ones who set out to explore distant lands, to colonize, and to seek fortunes and futures elsewhere. But now, the roles have dramatically reversed. Today, people from all corners of the globe are coming to Europe searching for safety, opportunity, and a new beginning. This historic shift is not just changing demographics, it's reshaping what it truly means to be European, challenging old ideas and sparking new conversations. The continent is experiencing what feels like a massive, sometimes chaotic family reunion. New faces, new stories, and plenty of awkward, beautiful, and unexpected moments. Immigration isn't just a headline or a statistic. It's alive in the food we eat, the music echoing through city streets, and the dozens of languages you hear in Berlin, Paris, and Rome. Political debates rage on. Some leaders and citizens want to build bridges and embrace diversity, while others argue for stricter borders and more control. But behind every policy and every number are real people. Families, children, and individuals, each with their own hopes, fears, and dreams, all searching for a place to call home. So, who are these new arrivals? What drives them to leave everything behind? And how is Europe, with its rich history and complex politics, responding to this new reality? The answers are as varied as the continent itself. This is a story filled with hope and fear, with moments of welcome and rejection. A drama, a comedy, and a tragedy all unfolding at once on Europe's stage. It's complicated, messy, and sometimes uncomfortable. But understanding this story is absolutely key to understanding Europe's future. So grab a seat, and maybe some cheese or a cup of coffee, and let's dive in together, exploring the stories and the people behind the headlines. Because this story isn't just about Europe, it's about the world we all share, and the world we're shaping for generations to come. And ultimately, it's about the world our children will inherit tomorrow. A world defined by how we respond to change and to each other. When it comes to immigration, a few European countries are front and center. Germany opened its doors in 2015, welcoming over 1 million people, mostly from Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Merkel's "We can do this" set the tone, but also brought big challenges. France's long history of immigration, especially from former colonies, is being tested by new waves of arrivals. Italy and Greece, as the Mediterranean's gatekeepers, feel the pressure of being first responders, often without enough help from the rest of Europe. Spain and Poland have also become key players, especially after millions of Ukrainians fled war in 2022. Each country faces its own unique challenges, but together they're shaping the future of a multicultural Europe. Why do people risk everything to come to Europe? It's about escaping danger or chasing a better life. War, persecution, and poverty push people out. Think Syria. When your home becomes a war zone, you run. Others flee because of their ethnicity, religion, or politics, seeking asylum and safety. On the flip side, Europe offers opportunity, jobs, stability, and hope for a better future. For many, it's about giving their children a chance at a normal life. The pull of a stable society, clean water, reliable electricity, and functioning schools is powerful. People see relatives abroad sending money home and dream of the same. Whether fleeing nightmares or chasing dreams, the motivation is strong enough to risk everything. It's a universal story of hope and survival, and it's happening every day. When millions arrive, the real work begins. Housing is the first challenge. More people, same number of homes. Rents rise, waiting lists grow, and competition gets fierce. The job market heats up too. Migrants often take tough, low-wage jobs, but competition for work can create tension. In struggling communities, it's easy to blame newcomers for economic woes. Social and cultural changes can be jarring. New languages, religions, and customs arrive overnight, sparking anxiety and misunderstandings. Public services, schools, hospitals, social programs are stretched thin. When locals face longer waits or crowded classrooms, resentment grows. Politicians sometimes exploit these fears, turning "us versus them" into a campaign slogan. But beneath the headlines, these are real people, not just statistics. The challenge is finding space for everyone. physically and socially. It's a balancing act that tests Europe's values, and it's far from easy. It's easy to focus on the problems, but immigration brings real, often overlooked benefits to our societies. While headlines may highlight challenges, there's another side to the story, one filled with opportunity, growth, and hope. Europe's population is aging rapidly. There are more retirees than ever before, and fewer young people entering the workforce to support them. Immigrants are often young, energetic, and ready to fill crucial jobs that keep our societies functioning. From doctors and nurses in hospitals, to engineers building infrastructure, to farm workers ensuring food reaches our tables, they step in where they're needed most. Many immigrants start their own businesses, creating jobs and opportunities for others. They pay taxes, contribute to public services, and help keep the economy running smoothly, even in uncertain times. In the long run, immigration is an investment in Europe's future. The children of immigrants grow up alongside their peers, learning, playing, and building the next generation together. Culturally, immigrants bring new food, music, and ideas, making cities more vibrant, creative, and dynamic. They add color and flavor to daily life, enriching everyone's experience. Think about your favorite meal. Chances are, it's a product of immigration. From pizza to falafel, sushi to curry, our plates are filled with the tastes of the world. Immigrants' resilience and drive can reinvigorate entire communities. They often take on challenges, start anew, and inspire hope in neighborhoods that need it most. They contribute far more than they take, often in ways that can't be measured in euros or statistics, like kindness, innovation, and a willingness to help others. Their stories are about building new lives, overcoming obstacles, and helping to build a new, more inclusive Europe for everyone. Immigration isn't just a challenge, it's an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to create a better future together. It's a chance for renewal, for growth, and for communities to thrive in ways they never have before. And it's already changing Europe for the better. If we let it, the upside of hello could be a brighter tomorrow for us all. Behind every statistic is a real story, a narrative that speaks of courage, resilience, and the human spirit. Fatima, a dedicated teacher from Syria, fled the horrors of war, survived a perilous journey across borders, and now dedicates her life to helping refugee children in Berlin find hope and education. Mamadou, a farmer from Senegal, faced the harsh reality of drought that made farming impossible, forcing him to leave his homeland in search of a better future. After a long and dangerous trek, he now works tirelessly picking fruit in Spain, sending money back home so his children can have the education he never had. Sophia, a compassionate nurse from the Philippines, was recruited to the UK's NHS, where she plays a vital role in the healthcare system. Despite her critical role, she often faces loneliness and the challenge of being an outsider in a foreign land, far from her family. Even those who are invited to new countries face struggles, navigating complex systems and societal expectations. On the other side, Klaus, a German factory worker, feels his once familiar town has changed overnight with the influx of new faces. His rent has increased, schools are overcrowded, and he feels left behind in the rapid pace of change. He's not filled with hate, just anxious and uncertain about the rapid changes surrounding him. These stories of hope, hardship, and adjustment are all integral parts of Europe's complex immigration reality. They reveal the complexity and humanity behind the headlines, showing us the real faces behind the numbers. Every journey is unique, filled with challenges and triumphs, but all are undeniably real and significant. And all these voices deserve to be heard, acknowledged, and understood. Immigration isn't just about policy, it's about people, their dreams, and their stories. And their stories, filled with dreams and aspirations, shape the future of our world. Immigration sparks fierce debate across Europe. Some argue for open borders and compassion, citing moral duty and international law. Others worry about security, identity, and resources, asking how much change is too much. Politicians walk a tightrope, trying to balance humanitarian ideals with public concerns. The media amplifies every story, fueling both sympathy and fear. The debate often becomes polarized. Let everyone in or let no one in. But most people live in the middle, wanting both compassion and control. The challenge is finding a sensible, humane path forward. and cutting through the noise to have a real conversation. So, what's next? There's no easy fix, but there are ideas. Sharing responsibility is key. Frontline countries like Italy and Greece can't do it alone. The EU is trying to spread the load, but politics get in the way. Tackling root causes matters too. Investing in stability and opportunity in countries people are leaving. Integration is crucial. Language classes, recognizing foreign qualifications, and civic education help newcomers become part of society. But it's a two-way street. Host societies must adapt too. Honest conversations are needed, no more impossible promises. Legal migration pathways can reduce chaos and danger. More work visas for needed jobs, less reliance on smugglers. The goal moved from crisis management to smart, planned migration. It's not simple, but it's possible, and it's the only way forward. Migration isn't going away, it's part of human history. The real question: how will Europe handle it? Will fear and division win, or will diversity become a strength? Finding harmony takes patience, empathy, and political courage. When people feel secure, they're less likely to see newcomers as threats. Think of Europe as a band. New instruments can create richer music if everyone listens and finds a common rhythm. That's the promise of a multicultural Europe. The continent's future depends on its ability to adapt and stay true to its values. It's messy and difficult, but it's also a chance to build something better, a shared home and a brighter future for all.